We've spoken often here in videos past about the emerging phenomenons that are occurring within the horror and thriller cinema territories, and that there's these dominant trends that are taking shape. And even more specific to this project, it seems to be, and I'm seeing this among other works as well, there are sub-trends that are evolving, or perhaps converging between said trends. That's at least the case of Megaboa. I mean, the title, okay, yes, what's worse than your average snake thriller? Let's throw in a mega one, like we have done with the sharks as well. Another adjacent trend alongside the snake one, which is much younger in its prominence by comparison, I would say, to the sharks. But the shark trend is just, it's all over the place. There's way too many pictures to catalog in regard. And the Meg is a particular, the Megalodon is what I mean, not the movie. It's a particular mainstay among those shark thrillers I'm thinking of. So it makes sense to maybe take the Meg concept of a gigantic shark and make a gigantic snake. That's what Megaboa essentially is, at least from my understanding. I haven't looked at it in depth. We'll look at the trailer together in a second, but to give us a common baseline with the pitch of the movie, this is the official IMDb synopsis. A group of college students head into the rainforest to look for cave drawings, but a once thought to be extinct 50-foot boa constrictor is out hungry for blood. Oh wow, the shocker. These plots are getting more conventional as films come out. Like I said, we've got converging influences, it seems, everywhere with these types of smaller pictures. You get on the big trends and there's these mainstays of, oh, this group of vulnerable children. I mean, again, this is coming across to me like a shark movie. It's basically no different ever than a snake. Small group of people, or in this case college students, go out somewhere and suddenly, you know, there's disaster that strikes on part of some horrific animal, that being, in this case, the Megaboa. Let's entertain it and see perhaps how different it is from the shark movies. Like I said, the Meg concept is so dominant. Again, sub-trends. That's a big one. And now we're seeing the convergence between sharks and snakes. Let's entertain the Megaboa and see how it is. I will say, too, there's some familiarity, perhaps, for I'm sure some of you. Eric Roberts has got main casting credits here, and he's been in a number of works, especially among these smaller film lines. I'm really curious to engage with him more along this territory. Alright, let's see how different this is. Probably not. It'll probably end up being a campy creature thriller. That's the way most of these films go, at least from my experience. There's some that stick out as good ones, even amid those trends, but yet all these smaller piggyback pictures that usually follow up on the larger commercial film branding of, again, what started these trends in the first place. And as I've said before, look at shark movies. You have a prominent picture come out, and then all these smaller pictures follow suit. And there's been others as well. Clowns, nuns, zombies, vampires are becoming a bigger thing. Dinosaurs. Now you have snakes, too. It's like, let's just throw in another one. Well, I can't think of an adjacent film other than being in proximity to this release. Well, no, given the release date, I'm looking at this a bit in an overdue manner, and I apologize for that. I'm catching up. But let's entertain. It'll be my first film really embarking on the snake trend. Anywho, now that that's a thing.
Let's set up camp and get ready to leave for the petroglyphs in the morning.
Okay, so he's our professor college guy. Oh, there's more snakes.
Without treatment, you have
there's some variety. There's spiders, too.
Death note orchid. The stem can be used to create a powerful antihistamine.
Can you show us?
It's a half-day's walk.
Let's go.
Okay. Oh, no. The army of snakes. I'm assuming they all work for the Megaboa.
What's that?
To be fair, I'm not a snake or spider person, so yes, I would find this equally as horrifying if this were realistic.
Let's extract this thing and get the hell out of here.
Ron, that's the biggest snake I ever saw.
That's the Megaboa? Looks tiny. Oh, that's actually pretty big. From a distance, it looks small. Like, you're all freaking out over that?
Add Dr. Malone's name to the list.
Oh, boy.
We're almost there.
Almost where?
No research lab.
Come on! Get on!
Well, if you want a snake thriller, there you go. I mean, like I said, with the shark movies for a while now, there are always smaller pictures that come out, and they're extremely campy. They're funny to entertain. I mean, they're not anywhere near the territory of an Oscar-winning picture. But they're fun, right? They're fun engagements you can kind of just sit back and enjoy for an hour and 30 minutes. Not that long of a duration. That's common length from among most of you smaller ones. But the formula is very similar to other pictures. You have, as I said, the students who venture out somewhere into, lands maybe better left, unapproached, especially with an army of snakes. And they come to reap the consequences because they come face to face with some larger-than-life creature. In this case, the Megaboa, the snake version of the Megalodon. Again, you can't ignore it if you're familiar with these trends. It's just something that is so familiar now. Entertainment-wise, like I said, it could be funny. It'd be very interesting. Maybe they'll pull something like, the snakes are all... Like, I'm looking at how many there are in this, and they've got some spiders, too, so there's some variety. Again, like I said, I'm not an insect person on either regard. We do not make for good bedfellows. I wonder if it'll be like, I wouldn't be surprised if they went down this route of like, the Megaboa and these snakes, it's sort of like a hive mind where they're the army or the underlings of the larger snake, and they go around terrorizing people. I would find that funny if it went down that direction. Like I said, wouldn't find it surprising at all. It could be funny. VFX-wise, it's very much a smaller picture. Acting-wise, it's kind of comical. I mean, the one lady, snakes die! I found that funny. I don't know. Like I said, there's expected norms among these smaller pictures, especially among the dominant horror trend lines that all seem to, again, with small exception, mimic the same spirit in expression. And Megaboa is not that much of a shift from other works past, even if it is of a snake focus. So that can be a bit fresh with the spider cameos. But, well, in terms of first engagement, maybe I'll humor it. I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts down below if you are interested at all with the project, or maybe you're not. Whatever perspective it is, film is subjective, I'd be welcome to hearing either. Maybe I will. I'll see what I think about it, and maybe it'll be my first emergence into the growing snake trend. This is becoming a thing. I've inquired on certain films before that have fit that line, and I haven't seen them yet. Megaboa is the newest entry. I'm sure with many more to come at this point. I mean, if it follows like in the pattern of shark movies, because it's certainly picking up a couple elements here, we'll be seeing more snake films in the very near future, I'm sure. Thank you so much for watching this video. Before you bounce, feel free to drop a like and comment, subscribe to this channel with a ding on the bell, and share this video with your friends. And consider checking out the description here. There you'll find links to my other channels, as well as addresses to my other social media accounts and ways you can help support my work if you feel so inclined. May God bless you, and looking forward to when our paths cross again.